This is Brother Dan Bartlett with the Maine Freemasons newsletter for October 2025. Kick the habit before it kicks your bucket. Man Therapy, Substance Abuse. Mantherapy.org, Substance Abuse. Wait, what? October already? How can that be? I'm sure Labor Day was just a week or two ago. Time has a way of just walking on by, and even though September was a busy month as darkened lodges started back up, October is even more busy. 7 district meetings, Masonic College convocation, a Rainbow Grand Family, a Cornerstone ceremony, and the perennial October event, Charlie Brown Night in Belfast, and numerous degrees and lodge meetings around the state. Plenty to choose from, so grab a brother, get out, and be fraternal. From Maine Rainbow, please join us for the Proud to be an American Grand Family on October 19th at 1 p.m. in Ellsworth as we celebrate our 2003-2004 grand year with a visit from Eleanor Roosevelt. This will be a closed meeting, and we will be initiating new members in the afternoon. If you have not seen our rainbow degrees, we would love to have you join us for this special day. All Masons are welcome, along with their spouses. Hope to see you there. Maine Masonic College Convocation 2025, the lead up to the Revolutionary War. It's coming on October 11th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Thomas College in the Summit Room at Student Commons in Waterville. Masons played a significant role in the American Revolution by providing leadership, fostering unity among men from diverse backgrounds, and spreading ideas of liberty and fraternity. Guest speakers include Sean Ayer of the George Washington Masonic National Memorial, Liam Reardon, chair of the History Department at University of Maine in Orono, and Major Andrew DeFabio, instructor at the American History Division of the U.S. Military Academy in West Point. Come join the discussion. There is an RSVP link on the printed version of this newsletter. A tip of the cap this month, we head about 3 miles offshore from Lincolnville, and we give a nod to Worshipful Brother Ed Bacon, past master and current secretary of Island Lodge number 89 on Islesboro. Ed is a devoted 33-year Mason, a U.S. Army vet, and a 40-plus year pastoral minister. You won't find a more helpful and kind Freemason than Brother Ed Bacon. Thank you, Ed, for all you do for your lodge and your island community. Upcoming events, there's quite a few. October 3rd, 16th District Meeting at Crooked River Lodge in Bolsters Mills, 6:30 supper. October 10th, the 6th District, Bangor Masonic Center in Bangor, 6:30 supper. October 11th, 20th District Meeting, King Hiram Lodge in Mexico, 11:30 lunch. Also on October 11th, Grand Lodge Cornerstone Ceremony at the Mountain Valley Community School, 60 Highland Terrace in Mexico at 2 p.m. And on October 11th, the Maine Masonic College Convocation 2025 at Thomas College in Waterville from 9 to 3. October 17th, 18th District Meeting, Greenleaf Lodge in Cornish, 6 p.m. supper. October 24th, the 24th District Meeting at Katahdin Lodge in Patton, 6 p.m. supper. October 25th, the number 1 District Meeting at Caribou Lodge in Caribou, 6 p.m. supper. October 27th, Charlie Brown Night in Belfast Lodge in Belfast, 6 p.m. supper. And October 29th, the 11th District Meeting, Temple Lodge in Reedfield, 5:30 p.m. supper. November 1st, the 9th District Meeting. Location is to be determined. That's an 11 a.m. brunch. And November 4th, 10th District Meeting at Alna Anchor Lodge in Damariscotta with a 6 p.m. supper. The Grand Lodge office, the 2026 stickers for dues cards have all been sent to the Lodge secretaries. Have you considered using the Groupable Passport digital dues card? Keep your dues card digitally right on your phone. Once you have loaded the app, you need your member number and birth date. Your dues card will appear anytime you open the app, and it is verified at that point in time that you are in good standing. Click on the link on the printed version for the Groupable Passport digital dues card page. From the trenches, how many of you have had a conversation with a non-Mason acquaintance or family member about the fraternity, and then they throw this question to you? Well, why should I be a Mason? Have you ever considered how you might answer that, minus the that most of us are prone to using when we aren't quite sure what to say? Some of you might be familiar with the term elevator speech or elevator pitch, which is a concise, think 30 to 60 seconds summary that you could finish in the average time you are in an elevator with another person. For our purposes, think of it as a clear and brief commercial for Freemasonry. The challenge is to hit that sweet spot of just the right amount of information to leave the person wanting to know more about our fraternity. Too little information, and he walks away having learned nothing to really pique his interest. Conversely, too much, and he's willing the elevator door to open so that he can exit. If you think I'm going to write an elevator speech here, you will be mistaken. What you say about the fraternity in those few moments must come from your heart and based on your feelings and love for Masonry. No one can truly do it for you. That's why it's important to put some thought into it and really consider what you feel are the high points of your fraternity as you know it to be. And think about it from the perspective of what a profane non-Mason would want to know. If you are successful and you have captured his interest, he will reach back to you for more conversation. That's when you can really set the hook with more powerful statements and examples of how important this fraternity is to you and your life. Simply saying we make good men better or we support our community isn't going to be very inspiring. I said I wasn't going to write an elevator speech, but I will give you some points to ponder based on my 25 years of being a Mason. First, keep it simple. Avoid jargon, complex symbolism, or ritualistic terms that will only be confusing, and they are not relative to him at this point. What and why? A few sentences about what the fraternity does and why you find it meaningful. Highlight briefly the benefits that you think might appeal to men who are unfamiliar with who we are and what we do. Emphasize our values in terms that relate to him: personal development, brotherhood, friendship, charity, community. Be concise, speak with clarity, and be confident. Well, I referred to this earlier as an elevator speech. It really needs to be a two-way conversation. The goal is that after a brief interaction with that man, you might share contact information. So easy in today's digital world, and he will walk away from you wanting to know more and thinking, I like that guy. This might be something to work on with your lodge brethren some evening after a stated meeting. Write some phrases down. Maybe use ChatGPT for some examples to give you some place to start. Put it all together and practice it a bit. It has to be a bit easier than learning a lecture, right? Once you have it down, though, when you are asked, why should I join the Masons, you'll have a clear and concise elevator speech, and you might also gain a new friend and brother. From the Maine Masonic Charitable Foundation, 150,000 meals every county in Maine. Our partnership with the University of New England for the Meals for Maine project event was a resounding success. And that is not just one person's opinion, but rather by all accounts and from everyone involved. Many thanks to the Masons and a couple of their wives that volunteered to join in and help package the food at the Biddeford campus. Chris Milne from Buxton Lodge number 115 joined in that day, and here's what he had to say to Tricia Mason, the coordinator for the event for UNE. Quote, first of all, wanted to say what a well-run event you all ran for Meals for Maine. I volunteered on the Biddeford campus and had a great time. We'll definitely do it again. It felt good to give back to the community, end quote. Because of Maine Masons, the food packaged up this year made its way to every county in Maine. Thanks to all the Masons that came to the UNE Portland campus to pick up cases and cases of food and transport them back to your local communities. With this success, we are now exploring a spring 2026 repeat event. We will need money from lodges and businesses, friends, etc. Ask businesses to contribute or maybe hold a fundraising dinner. Lodges can use their matching funds. We are hoping more Masons and their families might want to join in and volunteer for the food packaging experience. We need Masons to volunteer again to distribute the food to their local communities. Email the executive director at director@mainemcf.org if you are interested. Legacy EHR Park Project. Many of you just received your copy of the Maine Mason in the mail. If you haven't already seen the 2-page spread in the middle of the Foundation's 4-page insert, you can skip it because it's old news. We haven't just raised $225,000 so far for the park. We have now raised over $300,000 for the park. Legacy is about life and living. It's about learning from the past, living in the present, and building for the future. You can choose to do nothing, or you can choose to be part of something bigger than yourselves and build for the future. Visit www.mainemcf.org to learn more. Donate, volunteer, share your thoughts and ideas with us. Be a part of this legacy. We now have a menu of options, but should you not see something that makes sense for you personally, your lodge and its members, or your business, call or email the executive director. If you wish to participate, we will find a way to make that happen for you, your lodge, or business. Have questions? Ask the executive director to come to your lodge to answer them and share more information. And last but certainly not least, remember, brothers, we are all part of something much bigger than ourselves. We are Freemasons. Live honorably every day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And be proud of your membership in this great organization of good and civil men.